Boy, Windows and those technical difficulties. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us for an all-new episode of SCNS Live. And we've got a great show for y'all because we're talking about Quakecon, an event we're going to be covering this weekend. There's going to be all sorts of goodies being revealed. I am so ready for Fallout 76. I'm ready for Doom Eternal, but we're going to get into all that in a little bit. I am Jason the X. Thank you for joining us tonight. Over there, we've got Miss Cass.
What's up, people?
I was actually pointing at her. I'm sorry, I got the names wrong.
You punch you straight.
Over there, of course, we've got Kat. How you doing, Kat?
I'm going to cream you in that bet, and I'm just going to make your life miserable.
This is why I sit
Pizza smoothie.
far
Pizza
on this
smoothie.
side
Yes.
of the table.
I see you trying to promo Bumblebee crap on the channel.
Also, I didn't realize until this moment that you placed me as a barrier.
Oh, yeah. I always have
absolutely.
somebody. I
I'm
want
not
somebody to
gonna
get.
stop them. I hope you know that.
I just want somebody to get caught before, so I got a chance to
He's
run. But
afraid of me.
we'll get to our guests in a second. But the lady over there turned the knobs, making everything look and sound pretty. Ladies and gentlemen, producer Cora.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm gonna kill Windows slowly.
Ooh,
I will help. I will hold
It
it
literally,
down.
like literally, I looked away from the computer, and then when I looked back, Windows, like there was a sad, like a little text sad face that said, "We've experienced a problem. Let us look at some stuff and maybe restart." And then it just restarted.
I gotta tell you,
Oh my God.
the face Cora makes after she puts so much work into building the show, and then for it to crash, you want to laugh, but you don't.
Do you know who you could rely on to help hold Windows down? Mac.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a pretty devastating story. Anyway, but thank you, Cora, for getting everything done. Sorry we're late. But of course, joining us this week, we have Kevin
Indeed.
at Tweet. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, where you are, what you do?
I have a weekly show just like you. Except mine is almost exclusively focused on video games. We talk about the news of the week and what it means. My co-host Patrick and I have been doing this for about 3 years, so we have fun, and I love getting with other people. Because, like, here's the thing. If you find a gathering of nerds, other nerds can get along with them. I went to RTX last weekend. I don't really care about Rooster Teeth. I had a blast.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just nerds everywhere.
Ha, what a loser.
Okami HD came out today, and I need to get the show done so I can play it. Anyway, but like I said, thank you for joining us this week, by the way, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Of course.
So, you know how we kick this thing off? We got a lot to cover. We're a little bit behind, so let's kick it off with some super cool nerd news. Welcome back, everybody. So, starting off super cool nerd news, let's talk about the cost of things that are done on TV. So, Disney is gearing up its new streaming service with the announcement they're also going to be doing a live Star Wars series. We have no details about what it's about or anything like that. I'm hoping it's iJedi, but the reason he may be missing from Marvel series right now, Jon Favreau is directing that live action series. For this 10-episode run, I want you to just guess how much this is costing. 10 episodes on a streaming service. Now, of course, Game of Thrones, Crown, Star Trek Discovery, they are clocking in at the highest costing series to make right now.
I'm gonna go with my normal answer of Austin Powers.
$100 million.
And you would be exactly correct, because
Wait,
that
what?
is how much it
Ridiculous.
is costing.
Oh my
That's
God.
so
Bonkers.
much money.
10 episodes. But you think that, and then you go, wait a minute, how much money did Disney make last year off Black Panther?
For real.
So, yeah, they're pretty much like, 100 million? Hang on, let me roll up my sock. I think I got that in here.
So one of the things that I actually noticed this past weekend, or a little while ago, I went and watched Incredibles. And so they're scrolling through the credits and everything, and then I went, Skywalker sound, because all of this is, and so it's really interesting to see how they're integrating together. So I personally can't wait to see what Disney with $100 million looks like on one project. So
I think Jon Favreau is what I want to see who goes.
Right.
Like, how much money are you giving me to do this? Hold
Yeah.
on a second. Oh, okay, I'm
That's
good.
not really how that works. Like, it's not like, here, here's you and here's $100 million. Like, he had a campaign for that crap. But the fact that they're giving it to him is very exciting. I've been pretty happy with him as a director.
I think he's done exactly one thing that I wasn't absolutely thrilled with. And yeah, that's it. Everything else is amazing.
What was it?
He did Jungle Book. He did the most recent Jungle Book, which
People
was
like
distracting.
that.
I got
just
Christopher
couldn't
Walken
get
singing,
into it.
you know, I want to be like you, and I was like, okay,
That was
I'm good.
cool.
I liked the music. I thought the acting was good. The animal, it was just too distracting.
It was a little bit too Annihilation, you know?
But that's just kicking off how much it's going to cost. We don't know when this series is going to debut, what it's going to follow, who it's going to be about. But, I mean, you're giving me a live-action Star Wars series. This is a good way to start off taking my money from me. So, we'll see what he does. We'll keep you guys apprised. But yes, $10 million.
Okay.
I'm sorry, $100 million for 10 episodes. Whew.
All right, so roughly, the original trilogy and then the prequel trilogy probably be about 10 hours. What's the budget for those?
More than
I think he's raising a good question here.
I mean, like when you're talking about like 10 full hours of like special effects laden stuff in space,
Well,
it's like
Yeah.
movie budget brought to television.
Okay,
I don't know
but
if you know this, but like oil paintings
Uh-huh.
are cheaper than CGI.
I was about to say, yeah, that's true, but Clone Wars is roughly $5 an episode.
Oh. And we're getting one more
Wait,
season.
in quality or production?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
And in revenue, it didn't even make that money back.
Oh,
It's true.
All right. Let's pick the gloves up here. All right.
dang.
Cass, what have you got for us this week?
Okay,
If you can
so
compose yourself.
if you have been paying attention to things around the X-Men universe, which who has, there were some
The one
rumors
with
going
X-Men
around that Dark Phoenix was doing reshoots for 3 full months. In terms of that time and what you can do in that time, that's pretty much the whole movie. It turns out those rumors are absolutely false. They are shooting for 2.5 weeks. They're doing reshoots, which is absolutely standard for any blockbuster movie. You're gonna do around that much. They're shooting some more action. They're shooting a couple of new scenes, a couple of just things that they needed to reshoot in certain scenes. So yeah, it looks like it's not in trouble. It did get moved from November to February, which was absolutely fair given that Disney took over Fox and that whole transition. So we are getting it a little bit later than we thought we would. But yeah, it's not in trouble as far as we know, or at least if we don't know, they don't know that it's in trouble either. It is, yeah, it's premiering in February. Simon Kinberg directing. It's going to be set in the 1990s, which is interesting. But we still have Sophie Turner as Dark Phoenix, whom I adore. And Jessica Chastain as some weird alien thing. There's a dog.
There's a dog.
Hi,
There's
baby.
a
Oh, do not
puppy.
pay attention to the dog.
I'm sorry, I love
It's a
this
But is it 2.5 weeks of reshoots because they're just going to package the whole thing up as a DVD extra and put it on some Infinity Wars like DVD or something?
At this
That's
point,
my question.
at this point, if they did that, I would be like, that's fair.
So, but
That's fair.
Buy the DVD and get this bonus.
seriously,
X-Men
why are we
movie.
even? Who cares? I'm sorry. At this
It's
point,
Sophie
who
Turner.
ca-
It's Sophie Turner. I don't care. I will
I
go
don't care.
watch Sophie Turner
Recast
for
her in
2
the
hours.
MCU.
I love
do not
her.
care about these movies. I am ready for them to be brought into the MCU. I don't care about new
Okay,
mutants.
but when they're
Look-
brought into the MCU, I want the casting to stay.
No,
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 not her.
no, absolutely
Yes. She
No.
needs a
Yes,
little
not.
her.
No, I don't want
more-
any of these people.
No.
She was
needs-
amazing.
Heck, on-screen arguing is great. We're gonna keep doing it.
The only thing Sophie Turner at this point would be good for me for is destroying that universe's
Why?
Phoenix.
She just
'Cause
needs
I
a
don't
little
care
bit-
about these
she
people
needs
anymore.
A little bit of dialect coaching.
But she was
Like, that
amazing
needs to be
casting.
better.
Yeah.
And her busting out at the end of Apocalypse to like go full dark was one of the only believable moments in that entire movie.
See, I came at that completely differently. I don't believe her as powerful. She just she looks like
Neither
she's
did she.
she
That
looks
was the
like she's
problem.
whining in pain
I want all
as everything
yeah.
blows up.
She was until she wasn't.
Give
She
the-
didn't bust out until the very end, and actually, I predicted that to happen because they hired Sansa Stark. They wanted
Right.
her to be scared and weak through most of it, but when she was supposed to bust out, I felt like she did it.
But I mean, that is the same. I feel like that's the same level of power that we got with Age of Ultron, when, spoiler, I guess, when Quicksilver dies and Scarlet Witch just goes nuts. That's about the same level for me. There is a certain amount of women can be angry and blah, 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 and that's all garbage.
Neanderthal face.
Neanderthal face, and you can't do it if you're a girl. Neanderthal face, it's full primal. You'll see it in Leo
Okay.
DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street. It's that full primal face.
Oh, you see
Women-
Peter Dinklage nail it. In
Oh,
Game of
he's
Thrones
so
a couple
good.
Times, like,
But there's a lot of, I don't know, women aren't allowed to do it a lot in the industry,
Said
which
by
sucks.
Neanderthals?
mostly.
Okay.
So Hollywood execs.
But yeah, if you're, as a woman, if you're
Potato.
gonna do it, there is a certain amount of pain there as well, especially with Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is in pain all the time.
Yeah.
And so I thought that was absolutely coming through in her performance in Apocalypse, and I think it will in this movie as well.
I'll watch it again. I just didn't buy it the first
The
time.
rest of the movie was garbage.
Don't
Yeah, I
watch
know.
the whole thing. Just
Oh
watch
wow, the rest of the
last
movie,
10 minutes.
and you saying that makes me go, I don't care about these people anymore. Recast all these parts. Give me a new Wolverine.
If you don't-
Give me a Cap and Wolverine World War II movie. Just ixnay this universe.
If
Give
you don't
me
care
Gambit.
about them, then why do we need to recast them? They just
Because
need directors
this is a
that are
new
good.
universe. Bring it
Why?
on. Bring me my Fantastic Four.
Please, no. No.
No, no, no,
Come
no.
on, third time's the charm.
No.
Oh God, that last one. Oh, it hurt my
They
heart.
didn't even
watching that
finish
movie.
the CGI in that
It
movie.
was
They
so
couldn't
bad.
hire one wig person.
So
Or they just bought it from like a spirit.
I
when
could-
they
I
were
could've-
closing down sale.
I could have gotten that stuff from Arda, and it would have looked better than what they used to
On
So
a
have.
lot of
let's not
it.
focus on that anymore. Because you know what? They're from that universe that they're in. Let's just move on. Move on.
Speaking of move on,
We got mutants now. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
we should
Woo.
move on from this fight
Okay,
because this
okay.
could go on forever.
Yeah, this is going to be like a whole
Probably.
other episode. Kat, what have you have for us this week?
I have Overwatch odds and ends to tie up.
I'm shocked.
Absolutely
Shut your
shocked.
face. I was quiet during your news story.
No, you weren't.
So, you would not have remembered
Cass
that.
came to my defense? Wow.
I know, right?
Just
Rude.
everybody gets one.
Okay, so Overwatch League Season 1 is over. London Spitfire won. Congratulations. I was going for Philly. Anyway, this week, Brandon Larnes, aka Seagull, announced that he is retiring. We're super bummed about that. He saved the 4th stage of
Yeah.
Dallas Fuel along with some other people. He's retiring to stream full time again.
Right, but that's something that he built up before. So it's more he's going back. Like he's not retiring from Overwatch. He's going to keep doing Overwatchy stuff.
Yeah.
So you can watch him there. But so
I will.
like
He
the
has-
like the team loses, but like
Right, and that's what they did during Season 1 most of the time. I can say it, I love them. No, yeah, he's just going back to full-time streaming. I'm just bummed because he was a huge part of what made Stage 4 work. I do have every confidence in the coach, Arrow, to be able to replace him and fill his shoes anyway, but he's a really cheerful guy. He's a fun personality. He's kind of been a little bit weird with pro Overwatch before Overwatch League, where he kind of like, I don't know, it's all this commitment. He likes his stream, and he's really good at it. So, thank you, Seagull, for the memories. Anyway, so that's that. Also, Overwatch, the Summer Games kicked off today. There are
I
all
showed
sorts
that
of
image
cool,
earlier.
snazzy skins, like
Yay!
baseball zenyatta.
I love it
Lacrosse
so much.
Roadhog.
I love Lacrosse Roadhog.
Yeah. Football player Ryan, I think. Yeah.
Winston got, I forget what he got.
He looks like
I was a catcher.
yeah.
Oh, you got catcher. Okay.
And we got, I guess, Vacation Anna.
Yeah, vacation.
What? I didn't see that one.
Oh,
Okay.
she's got a
Tropicana.
big floppy hat.
It's
Does she?
With a
Tropicana.
little with a flower,
Tropicana Anna.
with a flower in her
awesome.
hair.
Tropicana Anna. Is that her real name? Is that the name of the
It
skin?
might be.
That's what I
don't
heard.
remember.
If it
Also-
is Blizzard, if you're listening, if it is not Tropicana Anna, it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
Because that's awesome.
And of course, the Diva skin is freaking amazing. It's like a surfer skin. All the internet can talk about is how she's barefoot, which gross. But the whole event,
Why do you care?
they're
'Cause
excited
feet are
about
gross.
Why?
No,
Why
they're
would
excited
anyone,
about
aside
Oh,
from Tarantino,
yeah.
care that she was
Don't her
there?
feet stick out of the
Excited
back of her
about
neck, though?
Do they?
They're not barefoot ever.
Yeah, but now they are.
Until
Gross.
now.
Gross.
No, don't use that voice.
Anyway, the whole
No,
event
not on that.
is set in Busan, South Korea.
Yay!
Which is a place that I love dearly, that I spent some time there, and it just makes me miss it every time it comes up. Anyway, also Hammond is live and competitive and is going to be played in Overwatch Contenders tournament. Like, he went live on competitive like yesterday, and this Saturday
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be an option for them to choose in the Contenders finals. If anybody
Nice.
cared about Contenders besides me, then you'd be like, oh my gosh! But it's a big deal.
It's either he's either not going to get picked at all, or he's going to wreck everything because no one knows how to play him yet.
Dude, he is the most difficult movement-oriented character that Overwatch has ever seen. It's hard just to you like button mash with him like old school Street Fighter. Like grapple onto something, quick! Get a pile driver kill. I have yet to do that. Anyway, that's pretty much it.
And a bit of your Street Fighter history, too, as a bonus.
I always love Cat's passion about that. Okay, so probably one of the biggest stories this week. I want Core. Oh, God, she's chomping at the bit over there. Core, what have you got for news this week?
Right. Well, of course, the biggest news, the most anticipated news that we've all been waiting for was Nintendo Direct. I just wanted to let y'all know Luigi is still alive. They did confirm that.
Damn.
They didn't.
He was dead.
They did not confirm, however, after E3 if Mario was still alive or if Mega Man was still alive. So maybe they're not.
Yeah.
What if Luigi could just take over and we didn't have to deal with Mario's a jerk. We all know
As
this.
confirmed that Luigi died.
No, they
No,
confirmed
they
he was
showed him.
alive.
They showed him die, and then they were like, "Just kidding."
They didn't just show him die though.
They showed the
his
Reaper taking
soul
his
get
soul.
ripped from
Yeah.
his
It
body.
was
that-
awesome.
But you know what? That's okay because the actual news we have is new characters in Super Smash Brothers.
Simon!
Oh.
So we're gonna see if I can do this correctly. We've got Simon. We've got King K. Rool, which oh my god, I'm so happy about
Never
this.
saw
Yes.
Nobody saw this coming. We've got Richter. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
It's Richter. Richter
Yes.
Belmont. Yes.
Richter
as,
Belmont?
as an echo for Simon.
Yes, as an echo for Simon. We've got Crom from
Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
There
that
you
one.
go.
Fire Emblem. There's so many that are like Fire Emblem that I lose myself. And Dark Samus.
Echo for regular Samus.
Obviously, echo for regular Samus. Now, I'm gonna say right now, there is way too much information to condense the Nintendo Direct for this.
I mean,
But we can go ahead and say 103 bloody stages.
Yeah, 103 stages. But
Also-
not only that, like, because it's got the older ones, there's also remade ones as well. So it kind of totals out to almost 300 stages.
we were just open-jawed watching this Nintendo
Yeah.
Direct.
Oh, yeah.
The transition, but like one stage transforming into another, it was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And of course, the Echo Fighters. And actually, afterwards, this is something we were talking about after, because they were filling in the spaces on the big character map.
Mm-hmm.
There's still spaces for characters. So they,
I did not notice that.
yeah, we noticed there's at least one or two. So they maybe will be introducing some more. And I'm just gonna say right now, Nintendo, you're watching me, right? You're watching the
Obviously.
show. If you can have Snake and you can have Castlevania and you can have all of these characters from Konami,
Here we go.
you should totally put some Suikoden characters in here. I mean, you have a huge roster of characters you can choose from, not just main characters, but in general. you have characters that they would echo very well, so you don't even have to worry about that. I mean, and it's a classic. You're going to get a lot of people excited. I'm not just saying that because I wouldn't be excited.
Aren't you
Hey,
though?
hey, Jason, can I ask you a question real
Yeah,
quick?
well, go ahead.
If I point out that Suikoden's not been on a Nintendo platform, is she going to kill me after the show?
Actually, it has.
She's gonna kill you on the
It has.
show.
Yes, actually.
Which one?
It was Suikoden Tear Kiss, and it was on the Nintendo DS.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Correct.
Okay.
I'd say drop the mic, but our mics are expensive. Please don't drop them.
Yes, they are. So with that information, I see no barrier whatsoever and no reason that Nintendo should not do this.
One of our comments might have to pick up Smash. No, absolutely, I'm picking up Smash. December 7th is a Friday, and we have a projector at our job. Guess that has an HDMI connection? Guess what may just happen? Because if y'all don't know, Cora and I work together off the show, but we usually stop by stores on the way because I have an action figure fetish. But
You finally said it what it was.
So, yeah, I go ahead and call it. So, December 7th, and it's right after we get paid, by the way. So, let's see. What are we going to spend our money on? Oh, I don't know, $60 on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Did we get confirmation that we're getting an amiibo for K. Rool?
No, we haven't.
Because I think...
We haven't gotten confirmation.
Okay.
No,
Because I remember that they
I
revealed
want one.
some new... I know, me too. Right now I've got Shovel Knight, Mega Man, and Samus. But I want K. Rool. I mean...
Who doesn't?
That dude's awesome.
I mean, and there's people like in our chat, Neil saying, I haven't played Smash since the 64. People that are coming back now, they're like,
Oh, yeah.
holy crap, this looks great. This is going to be the greatest Smash game so far. I mean...
What my favorite thing is like the meme for the creator just going, never ask me for anything again. It's resurfacing, especially every time a Nintendo does a Nintendo Direct just for Smash Brothers. It's just that meme surfaces again, and it makes me so happy because I know he's sitting there going, "Oh, you wanted all this? Fine."
So.
And like there was one where it was like, "Hey, can we have Simon in Smash finally?" Okay. And here's Richter. Okay, cool. And have this. Okay, you can stop now. King K. Rool!
Yeah.
And everyone just weeping because they don't know what's going on anymore.
If I could just say one thing before we close out with Smash, could we? Does anyone remember Captain N, the Game Master?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so all we need in this game now is Kevin Keane, and we can have that whole team again.
Hold on.
Well,
I
was
haven't
looking-
thought
I was-
about that character.
You know, we actually
in, like,
interviewed the voice actor
7
for that,
Oh, I found
for Kevin Keane. That was his first role.
Are you serious?
Yes, because I brought it up. He was like, holy crap, how do you remember that? He's like, yeah, that was my first role. I was like, no way, because I love that show. So all we need now is Captain N, the Game Master, and we get the whole the N team again. Simon's in it, Mega Man's in it.
I have a
Chris is in
beautiful
it.
screenshot, or a beautiful shot of Captain in the Game Master.
I posted it somewhere.
I
I think I posted on Twitter. I'm like,
That's what I want.
hey, Nintendo, I want this character.
Or
With
an
combo.
F-Zero.
Oh, hold on.
An F-Zero.
I'm bringing it onto the screen right now.
I want
Just
that reptile guy.
Oh, did you actually? Oh, of course, bringing
That dude was
images
cool.
on screen while we're live. She's gotten good at this shit.
Because she's
Whoa.
amazing.
Give her a raise.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Double,
Sure.
So
I'm
double
doubling what
her
you
pay. Yeah.
Double it.
Done.
Look at that. Look at that.
look at Mega Man. Just look at him.
And that's like the original Mega Man 1
wow.
cover.
That is amazing.
That is
Right, with
Look
the
at
Can
most
his-
bizarre and confusing video game cover
Can
ever.
his dog be a special character for it?
That's the assist.
Yes, I'm saying that's the assist. Oh man,
And
I love
Pit.
this cartoon. Yes, look at
Awesome.
Look at Simon.
He's
He's
so
such
cute.
a douche.
Oh well, yeah.
I want this character for my. Oh yes, your age is calling out to you, Neil.
Okay, that image is going off the screen now. I
All
can't
right,
take it
so
anymore.
yeah, that's what I want.
Kid
Okay,
Icarus in it.
Kid it?
That-
Pit-
We're
that
just
Pit's in it?
throwing out.
Yeah,
Isn't
Pit,
Pit fits in it?
Is
Where's
it?
her?
Pit's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's
Yeah.
top left.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. I was
That's,
like,
Yeah.
that's Pit.
He
Yeah.
was covered by that.
You
long
can't-
I was like,
you
I was
can't
afraid
see
for a
it
second
on
that Pit
Facebook.
wasn't in Smash
Oh,
Brothers. Like,
gotcha.
wait a minute, what?
Oh no,
No,
yeah.
they
That's
have
just
everybody.
that's
Literally
my
everyone is in this game, except for Suikoden characters.
For real.
But we're due a comeback. I mean, we've had the 25th anniversary of one of them and the 22nd anniversary. I mean, we're due a comeback.
That's like the
Mhm.
the nerd like battle cry. We're due a comeback.
Yeah.
Well, also the thing is, in Japan, Suikoden is still really popular, and you can still go to just random shops and find Suikoden merchandise.
If I'd have
Yeah.
known you when I went, I would have picked you up something cool.
Oh, I got that on camera.
That whole arcade district was so cool. It was like my dream, wandering around playing Tekken games that weren't even out yet.
My plan is actually to go to Tokyo next year. So
Nice.
It's amazing. Save up all your money for the next year
All of
and
my
maybe
money.
go to the robot restaurant and then you'll be broke. But it's
Okay.
worth it.
sounds like a plan.
And the fish market.
Well,
Yes.
we do have to get to our guest story. Kevin, what have you got for us this week?
Okay, so this week for IGN, IGN is the biggest games site out there,
Mhm.
and so they posted on Dead Cells, which is it's the new hotness or whatever the kids are saying.
Not
And-
that.
Not that, yeah. So just insert whatever it is that they're saying. So Dead Cells, which is a procedurally generated Metroidvania, which is my thing. But yeah, so the review on IGN by Philip Muchin was plagiarized. So about a couple of hours after it went live, Boomstick Games, which is a YouTube channel with was a YouTube channel with about 10,000 subscribers, said, IGN copied my review. What do I do now? And so he posted side by side of all right, I'm gonna play my video, and he'd be like, oh, frenetic, frantic, exciting combat, and then the IGN review, exciting, frenetic, frantic. It's the same thing, just slightly rearranged. So it's like they took the cliff notes, nobody has ever proved that I have done, and rearranged them.
It's
And
It's like somebody was trying to tell you the better newspapers news, but just had to get it down fast.
Exactly.
What's funny though, I watched the Boomstick review
Really?
before, and then when I saw the IGN
What a
review
hipster.
a couple of days later, and I went
That
like
looks
as soon as
familiar.
I oh, there's an IGN review, and shortly into it, I go
Those shoes
like
look
that.
familiar.
Ooh.
Get super
Hang on,
uncomfortable.
let me go back to that other review.
Whoops,
It's
whoops.
wow, and I was like, I wonder where this is gonna go.
So I'll tell you where it
You
went
were
because
the gif of Bill Hader eating popcorn.
Basically, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
What's gonna
son.
happen?
so within a couple of hours of him doing the what do I do now, that kind of went viral, and so Per Schneider is one of the co-founders of IGN. He was actually on vacation, and he was just trying to handle things as best he could. He said, "Hey, I don't have great cell service, but the team's
Good
working on
excuse.
it, and we're gonna get it solved." So a couple of hours after that, so 2 hours after Boomstick's IGN copied my review, what do I do? Video went live. IGN had taken down their review and said, "Hey, we're looking into this. We're gonna figure out what happened, how it happened, but for right now, just know that we're looking at it." Several hours after that, they had issued a formal apology and said, "Look, this was the action of one person. We have removed the review. We have apologized to the person. We've reached out to them. We're going to get this fixed." And I don't remember who it was. Somebody reached out to Boomstick and said, "Hey, what would you like IGN to do?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, if they'd give me the revenue from the views that they did get and acknowledge me, I like IGN. I'd love to collaborate with them." And that seems pretty reasonable to me.
Apparently, your reviews are good enough to be used on there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what
gonna
I would
use your
be like.
stuff.
I need a networking event right now.
So
I wanna know.
last time I checked, Boomstick had quadrupled his subscriber count,
Nice.
Ooh.
which is well deserved because I watched it. It's a good review, and apparently you're a hipster fan.
Hey.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean a fan of hipsters. I mean you are a hipster.
I don't know if that's
So,
better or worse.
Hashtag nerd gatekeeping.
So yeah, so IGN, the company, handled this really professionally, really well. They've reached out to him. We'll see what happens from now. But Philip Muchin has been fired. and he's not going to do. We have parted ways with this guy. So he was the host of their Nintendo show. So we'll see what happens. Actually, yeah, if you're watching this live, we'll see what happens tonight on the NBC show, which you should watch after this one.
Yes.
After we give you the
After.
news.
So he
Yes.
got fired for stealing somebody's work.
He got fired for something he did while he was at the company. That's so
Aw.
weird.
Alexa,
Yeah.
play Despacito.
So yeah, so that's my story for the week.
I have to
Fun
admit,
stuff.
IGN handled this very well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say
Yeah.
they handled it well.
And this is something, because like there have been circumstances like with Destiny 2 or with Shadow of War where it's like various people are in on it and they're trying to fool the consumers. This is not what happened here. This is one person who was like, hey, I think I'll copy somebody else. They don't have a lot of views. Nobody will notice.
That's a shame too.
But it's the internet. Of course the internet noticed. IGN, like you said, IGN took care of it. They handled it. They got it done. And we're very professional about the whole thing. So,
And I'm glad he's got his new subscribers. Everybody
Right.
watch his videos because this is awesome. This worked out for him.
yeah, I
Yeah.
subscribed. So, we'll see what content he has. And I hope he's able to capitalize on this. And because, like, I don't know what I would do if I suddenly quadrupled my subscriber
I
count.
mean, the worst I've ever seen is like
220.
the worst I've ever seen is like on videos that we've
41.
done. We've done on our channel. People will yank them and put them on other YouTube channels and have to shut them down. But
Yeah, that's
weird.
weird.
That was really weird. I found like a channel that had like all of our episodes up there one time.
What?
Oh, I shit you
Yeah.
not. Yes,
Yeah.
there was a YouTube channel that had like every episode, except like whatever they did to convert them, they lowered the quality.
Aw.
So it was
They
like
probably
it was
went
like
to,
40.
one of those sites where you just rip off the YouTube thing.
Yeah,
but
pretty
they
much.
didn't like change the quality or anything.
Oh, there's a Russian website that has all of our episodes on it, by the way, but I can't do shit about that.
Fair.
They have all of our episodes on their website. It's I guess it's great.
That's kind of awesome, really.
Are we all wearing like the hats?
No, they didn't superimpose the furry hats in there.
No,
We
but we've
should-
all
If they're not
got
gonna do
Putin's
that.
chest.
But they but
That's
I
what
mean
was
it
gonna
happens.
Say, that's what you can do. We could start doing a Putin story every week.
I think I'll make a video like how
But they
many
wouldn't be able
other
to do that.
websites I can find our videos on where they've reposted like everything that we've done.
And
It's-
it's hard to blame them. We have stellar content.
I'm glad
Why
that-
wouldn't you want a piece of this?
To our Russian fans, Putin's a dick. But you know,
You gotta say it in Russian, obviously.
well, that's not gonna happen.
I was
so.
trying to remember
anyway.
how to say hello.
I was trying to remember how to say dick.
I have
know how to
Das
say
Vidania
goodbye.
for
Yeah.
goodbye,
That's goodbye.
but I don't know
You have to
hello
change
or.
your
Das
intonation.
Vidania.
It has to
Well,
be
I
like,
know
"Das
from my
Vidania."
No,
mini,
mine always goes to at the end of Anastasia where she's killing Rasputin. Das Vidania.
Wait, what
Okay,
is?
so Russia, ya la blue tibia. I love you, Russia.
Hey.
I know from my mini
Not
X-Men
really
comics I've
America.
read. Hold on.
My house.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, precious baby.
Oh,
Oh, I
What?
love that song.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, precious baby,
It's the
love
Rasputin song.
See now I want to sing the babushka.
Anyways,
So quickly, okay, because we ran a little bit behind, so we're gonna run a little bit over. But Quakecon 2018 is this weekend at the Gaylord Hotel. This weekend in Dallas, very large gaming event. Lots of people streaming. Wow, that room is big this year. Like to see it empty is one thing. To see it filled with all the custom rigs, everybody that's there playing. The many cases of balls and boxes of pizza that'll be surrounding them. Yeah, I mean BAWLS,
Sure
the
you
energy
did.
drink. So to give y'all a
Yeah,
quick
that's not what I
rundown,
thought.
I mean, get it straight. There will be
What we all-
sexes in there.
I
as
mean,
well.
I'll be honest. I haven't
Okay.
tasted balls in years.
it's been a while. Yes,
I'm sorry. Is this a real thing?
yes, balls.
Yeah, it is
BAWLS
actually an energy
is an energy drink.
It's delicious.
Oh, I
It's
thought it was
not-
like a. What was the one?
Their mints are good.
The
The mints are good.
I love balls.
400 babies, whatever that one is.
What the?
Yeah.
No, it's
No, that's
Rondo.
So
Rondo.
Yeah.
that's completely made up. Anyway,
Blue pants.
QuakeCon, however, if you're in the Dallas area, it is a free event. You can attend this for free. Check out some of the vendors there. If you are getting BYOC, well, it's too late for that. BYOC
Bring
is
your
free.
Right.
own computer.
Now, what we are expecting, 11 a.m. tomorrow, we are getting the keynote opening. We will be looking at more gameplay from Doom Eternal, which I'm very excited for. We're getting Rage 2. We're going to look at Quake Champions. However, they are saving the... I love Quake. I'll still play
No,
it.
I know.
released
This
yet.
is a Quake game that was not made for anyone, though, because the Quake hardcore people that like the really difficult mechanics and stuff, they're not going to play it because they try to make it like more friendly and whatever. Whereas the rest of the gaming world that was more casual already is not even going to like hear about it or is going to find it too complicated.
It's
It's Quake meets Unreal and pleases neither one.
I just have 76 written underneath every single game title.
It's
Super Smash 76.
It's like the
Well,
course
onto that.
designed by committee thing. Like this is a
yeah.
game designed by no one.
Fun fact though,
committee.
Rage 2 is actually developed by id
Thorne
Software,
told me that.
which is in this area.
Well,
Do you mean
that too.
Rage 76?
Yeah.
Shush. Anyway, so the big thing though, Fallout 76, 11 a.m. Saturday. Todd Howard and the Bethesda team are basically doing their Q&A. I was there for when they revealed Fallout 4. It was awesome.
It's gonna be high.
So the stuff that if it's anything like the reveal they did for Fallout 4, I definitely want to be in that room when this happens. We will probably see gameplay. We're gonna see the. I mean, last time they revealed like everything that Cogsworth was gonna say in Fallout 4. It was so great. Like all the lines that voice actor recorded. It was an hour of just like you didn't even realize it was an hour. By the time it was over, you're like, I've been in here like, ooh, wow.
He's
That
really
passed quick.
entertaining.
Todd Howard is pretty, and he was hoarse the year he did Fallout 4, and he still pulled it off. So that's the one I am most looking forward to.
Really brief aside, if you liked the trailer with the Country Roads Take Me Home, it was a special version of Country Roads. You can get it on iTunes, and they're donating all the proceeds to charity. Just
Who's it?
FYI.
Ah.
I don't know.
That's
If you
awesome.
look up
Okay.
That
Fallout
explains it.
76.
Yeah.
But yeah, they re-recorded it, and all the proceeds going to charity. I thought that was
Awesome.
So there's massive other events, and they're pretty much going to be going on all day. One of the ones I'm excited for, though, is Master Pancake Theater. Have you guys ever heard of them? They basically riff along with movies. They will be there, and they are riffing Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Kombat! I like that movie.
It's not a guilty pleasure. I love that movie, but
Because it's
It was fun.
alright.
it is. But
Then
like I
you
said,
understand.
it's fun. There's going to be fan art contests as well, which you want to go and attend. The Gaylord Texan is a huge place, and there's plenty of restaurants and everything.
Yeah.
However, they will be providing food trucks this year, something that was missing from last year's event.
Good.
There was a big move from Hilton to the Gaylord last year, and it left a lot to be desired, including the internet having nationwide outages during a huge LAN event.
Which I have to say that was actually kind of fun to experience while at Quakecon.
I wouldn't say fun.
No. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because you would walk around and you would see people you would see the people that obviously downloaded stuff to their computer that weren't relying on the internet, still playing games. But then you'd walk around and you'd see people just like talking with their neighbor. Is it back up yet? No. Okay.
See, that was
so
my
how are
thing.
you?
In a LAN
But,
environment, in theory, it
Yeah.
wouldn't interrupt the tournament. It would just interrupt your ability to broadcast it.
Right, and actually it was really fun because like they had like a big projector screen of someone's their screen, and it's like however many minutes since internet was a thing. One person, like, he was being made fun of in the BYOC line because he brought a projector screen, a projector, and a GameCube system. And people were making fun of him. He became the most popular person there because he had like
Nice.
Super Smash Brothers, and he had all these other
And
really
people are gonna have
fun
fun.
games. And they're like, "Yeah, hey dude, sorry we made fun of you. Can we play too?" And he was just like, "This is great."
No. Yes, you were nice. No.
On that same note, actually, a friend of ours, Meeple Solutions, run by our good buddy Tiffany, last year they did not have a presence, but they will be having some tabletop gaming before you go onto the convention floor.
Yay.
Tons of games. Meeple Solutions booth. It's right there between registration and before you go onto the floor. Go check them out. She's a good friend of ours. We love you, Tiff. But definitely go by there if you want to play a little bit of Settlers of the Catan. Quakecon is basically just everybody pick a game and have some fun playing it. I don't know all of the separate vendors that'll be there, but we will find out because we're going to be on the floor checking out them, getting as many interviews as we can. There'll be lots of case modders there, parts you can buy. Alienware always has a big presence there. Your people there from the Dallas Fuel are going to be there as well.
Whoop, whoop.
Justin is going to be there. I don't know who is.
And one of the things I love, though, is the case modding competition.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm excited about. Like, I worked in tech for like 10 years, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing the rigs that people buy. I want to see some of that, like, liquid coolant stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to see all the glowy lights, and people have modded their rigs to look like characters and stuff like that. It's going to be fun.
So I have two friends that come down from Oklahoma every year, and he won the case mod last year.
Did he?
He made a full ghoul case, a
Nice.
ghoul from Fallout 4. So here's the thing. We're walking the floor, and I see the case. This ghoul, it's got a Pip-Boy down. It beeps radiation when you get close to it and everything.
By the
And
way,
I'm
the
like,
Pip-Boy was attached to a skeletal arm that was stuck in the ground.
yeah. So I'm looking at this. Holy crap, this is awesome. I'm taking pictures of it. I'm like, wow, how long did this take? And I look over at the guy, and he's like, it's Ethan. It's my buddy Ethan. And he's like, what's up, Jay? And I'm like, this is your case. I wanted to walk away at that point because I was like, this is your case. I've been sitting here gushing over your case for 5 minutes and you didn't say anything. He's like, yep.
Never interrupt a compliment.
For real.
I mean, and that's how good it was. I didn't even look at who made the thing. I'm just like, this is awesome. Oh, what's up, Ethan?
Get out of the way. I'm trying to look at your thing.
One of the best ones I saw, I think it came in second or third place, was a Bastion case in his turret form, and it was able to move. It was remote controlled.
That's cool,
Did it have
except that it's
PTSD?
Bastion.
I don't know. It didn't shoot me. So that's one thing. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get some footage of those awesome cases that are going to be there. But out of all the three games that I've named, guys, I want to kick it over to you. Which one are you most excited for seeing?
I'm gonna say Fallout 76 because
man.
the transition from so I'm a single player gamer. I don't want to talk to other people. I don't want to hang out with other people. I do that in real life
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
when I have to.
There we go.
So I want to go play Fallout by myself. That's not really an option here.
What about Doom,
So they-
though?
Do what?
What about Doom Eternal, though? Single player?
Yes, but what I'm saying is my experiences with Fallout have been stellar. I've really enjoyed those.
Okay.
I like the world, I like the lore, I like all of that. And if they can convince me that I can have a similar experience with multiplayer added on and it doesn't kill it for me, I will be thoroughly impressed.
I'm
So
excited.
I'm excited for its potential, I guess.
Okay.
I'm excited
Kat?
about it. I want to see everybody's like, oh, but this was the normal vault. Everything was healthy here, and it was great, and it was fine. I'm like, waiting
Was
for
it
the other
though?
shoe to drop. I want to see, like, I want to just get a hint of, like, lore-wise. Was it really? Or what kind of messed up stuff did you do to them within the vault?
Well, I mean, even as a control group, I feel like that Vault-Tec would still be monitoring them. I mean, they have to keep data on this kind of stuff, and so I mean, getting shoved in a tight space, that's going to have its own psychological impact, just on its own.
Right. And, yeah. That's what I want to see. I want to see, like, but it wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprising to me. I don't think they're going to have an untouched control group. I don't believe that. They have yet to convince us that what they do is ever just the normal thing. And why would you even need one at that point?
For the
Because
data.
the world went to crap. There's no normal, and what you established as your norm is definitely not normal either. It's useless to have a control in that environment because there's no way of
There's
establishing a
there's no
baseline.
application.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I just want to see. I wanna
There you go.
see what kind
Control
of
group
crap
is outdated.
Vault-Tec has been up to.
Cass?
Sorry about you. Fallout 76. I want to know. I want to know everything. And because I don't actually play Fallout a lot. I've played it. but the lore is so interesting.
It's
The lore
so
is
messed
so
up.
interesting.
My
and yeah,
favorite
it's
is the
super messed
tree
up.
dude.
The tree dude?
Yeah, there's a ghoul. A tree started growing out of his head,
Oh.
and then
lovely.
eventually it reached a point where he's like, I don't want to carry this anymore, and so he just kind of laid down, and then he like became the tree, and
more
now he just
annihilation
hangs out
for
and goes all. What was the guy from God of War?
Kratos.
Mimir.
Oh, that guy.
Mimir. Thank you. Yeah. So now he's Mimir. Yeah, it's
I
messed
hate
up.
this universe. It's so messed up.
Maybe you can make friends. You can finally actually make friends with the Reapers or whatever. Like I photoshopped that picture
what,
so
the
long
death,
ago.
Deathclaw or whatever.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
How long did that get you for?
It got you for he's
Oh,
one of the
wow.
people. He's one of the people that she fooled.
One of the best practical jokes I've ever played was photoshopping. What are they called?
Death claws.
A death claw as like my companion within the game,
Ooh.
and convincing people that you could make friends with them.
Oh, I would hate you.
Some people never figured it out.
Corey, anything you're excited for Quakecon this weekend? What are you looking
If there's somehow there's some sweetening thing happening.
I wish. But
There
that's-
is not.
that's
I'm going
what
to clarify.
Bethesda-
There's not. So,
No, I was gonna say Fallout 76 as
Okay.
well, but also like one
Wait,
of the
what were the other options?
Were
there's
there
Doom
other
Eternal, which I am excited for. I love Doom. I almost
Yay, demons and stuff.
got. Oh yeah. I like
And
killing
Mars.
demons.
That's it. That's all. But
I mean,
yeah.
just the name Eternal is exhausting.
I do like. I'm hoping
Hello,
Quake
No
Champions
Man's
because.
Sky.
Go ahead though.
Seriously,
Yeah, can I
a game
finish?
for no one.
I was gonna say that. Let's say that with Fallout 76, they didn't do anything. They really were this control group, and people were like, "Oh well, that's boring." Y'all do realize they don't know that there are monsters out there, right? Like you know that they don't know that that's a thing,
Well,
right?
They'll find out real quick.
They're gonna find out real quick, and it's gonna be a horribly rude awakening when they walk out the vault doors and there's just a death claw there.
There's the guy with a tree growing out of his head. He's
There's
fine.
a guy with a tree growing out of his head. There's mosquitoes, but they're the size of you. Like,
Dude, those
That's
mosquitoes
fair.
I mean-
just so much
It's
note.
not really
Yeah.
okay.
that's
So
one of
much
the reasons I refuse
I
to
had a
actually
nightmare
play
about
that
them.
game.
You can
Oh.
shoot the mosquitoes. So, okay.
I mean,
But-
I can
Okay, so
shoot mosquitoes
whenever
now.
you say that though, like in my brain, I hear the cring of the VAT system, and it'll be interesting to see how the game plays without that, because
It's hard
you
to shoot
can't
them
do
when you're
that
crying and your hands
You
are
can't
in a multiplayer game.
Mm.
Oh,
because
That's-
you can't slow down time, and they've said that, and so as someone who is
But you don't have to.
terrible at shooters, I relied on VATs
Well, then
just
just play
to beat
single
the
player
game.
Fallout. Now, granted, I am bringing up the big three that are going to be represented there. Sorry, Iron Man.
Iron Man.
But one of the good things about QuakeCon is there are other vendors on the floor. Like, you always find every year, like, a tabletop game, somebody has a booth, and it's usually something very interesting, and that's usually what she gets an interview for. So, I'm excited for whatever we're going to have for the surprise.
there is also one other thing that's always there, which is wonderful because then I get to benefit from it and all of the people get to benefit from it. They do have the Humane Society there with dogs up for adoption, and you are more than welcome to love on them and play with them and
Yay.
it makes me so happy. There was one
not a
dog
person.
one year. It was the
Wow.
year that they announced the Fallout 4 virtual reality game, and I had just played it, and apparently I was the only person that the only thing I took from that game is you could pet dog meat. Like, I actually knelt down and was petting a virtual dog, and they had to take the helmet away from me. And I walked over to the pet adoption, and they had a dog that looked identical to dog meat. And I wanted to take him home with me.
Well, that's why I got to play VR Fallout.
Oh yeah, wait, that was a different time. You got to play it after they fixed
You tried
stuff.
Skyrim.
No, there were 2 times. They've had it at Quakecon twice. I played Fallout the first time, and so I decided to play Skyrim the second
okay.
time. Which, by the way, Skyrim VR, unless they fixed it, is trash.
Ooh.
Oh God, it was awful. It was
Shots
the
fired.
worst 30 minutes of my life.
She's
That was
not wrong.
30 minutes, and I couldn't even shoot anything because I don't know why. I did it exactly like it told me. and then Jason gets to play Fallout and destroy everything in a giant mech.
Oh, I destroyed everything on Fallout VR. I had like seconds to like get acquainted with it. I was like, okay, laser rifle, ghouls.
Power
It looked great.
armor!
I loved like walking past a ghoul, and as it like raised its head to like try to attack me, I reached down and shot it in the head.
And then you found the mech.
Oh, I found a what are those?
Power armor?
Power armor. Yes.
Power armor, okay.
And I had a
Mech.
minigun, and I just started tearing up everything. So,
Yeah.
those are kind of those little things like that. I know, like some years we've gone, they had like the VR platform where you could like walk on it,
Yeah.
and yeah, that
Go already player one on it?
yes.
Yeah.
So it's those little things that are the beauty of Quakecon, and I'm wondering like what we're gonna find like that. Yes, I want to find out more about Fallout 76, but I want to see these smaller booths and new tech.
I want to see somebody walking on that omnidirectional treadmill and fall through the world. Because Bethesda.
I'd probably panic. I think I would actually panic.
Right?
If I'm in VR and all of a sudden I
Would
start
that not
falling.
be hilarious to watch somebody
Oh,
else do that?
I think I would probably. Oh! I'm in VR. Did anybody see that? Yeah, everybody saw that.
Yeah, everybody saw that.
What was I gonna say? Oh no, I lost it.
No.
Okay. Oh.
It's gone now.
Oh no.
So we do have, like I said, we're going to be on the floor talking. I'm thinking about wearing my inflatable dinosaur costume just because. I don't.
Because dinosaurs.
I
Because
was
it's
thinking of doing cosplay, but it's still so hot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be cool.
Pretty cool.
Is
this
It's supposed to
weekend.
be rainy, kind of rainy.
In case y'all wonder, we live in Texas. It sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might see me in Kenway then.
Okay, there
I might
you
do
go.
You
Edward
might
Kenway.
see me in Junkrat.
See,
you
the
might
beauty-
see me in Kefka. You might see me in Kratos. I don't really know.
See, the beauty of Quakecon at the Hilton, where it was previously held,
Mm-hmm.
with all those rigs, they have to turn the AC way, way down. So where it is 1,000 damn degrees outside,
Yeah.
it will be 62 inside.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I never
I'm
want to
never
leave this
Wait,
place.
62.
it's
Like,
gonna be 62.
I'm
Are you
not-
sure
it's-
it's not gonna be 76?
Or 69.
I feel like that came out of nowhere.
wow. Okay. So yeah.
It's the dirty number.
I plan to be down there tomorrow. I don't know what time you guys. You want to follow us on Facebook and Twitch, so you can see the times
Posting
when we're down there.
updates, yeah.
Oh yeah. We got some new gear that we're going to be trying out on the floor. We can post video
Yes.
immediately. Kat's, I'm hoping that she's ready to do this thing.
She
The
watched
confidence.
it. She watched a video, so she's
I watched
good.
the video. I was lost
Ooh.
within like 14 seconds of when they started explaining it. So I went back and watched that. And then while I was doing that, they explained the next part. And I was like, ugh, I'm going to need to slow this down to like a quarter speed and then maybe.
I think it's going to be a fun weekend. I want to get some real good interviews. And if we see you guys out there, please come up and say hi or
Yeah,
something.
really.
We'd love to talk to you. I know a lot of people we know are going to be there. So
And
it's going to
some
be a
of
fun
us are
event.
new and haven't met some of the names Jason talks about.
Have
so it makes
fun,
For real.
because he will never introduce you, will you, Jason?
Shots fired.
I mean,
I can introduce myself to people.
Exactly.
I know me pretty
You're
well.
usually in an in-depth conversation, and I'm just kind of awkwardly standing to the side until they leave because you forgot I existed for 5 minutes.
Dude.
I mean, I do that when we're sitting in each other in the
Every
car.
time.
I know this.
That's why I like doing Junkrat, because I'll just bounce off the walls and
Wait,
giggle
am I your
somewhere
barrier
else.
between you and her? I'm not doing that either.
Your barrier
Why do you
between
think I
him
sit
and
on
every.
the far end? I want to be where she would have the hardest time flinging something as well. I don't want La Chancla to come across the table and hit me. Introduce my children to La Chancla.
So with that,
Did you hit?
what do you have against Kirby? Kirby's not anyone's enemy.
Okay, so
technically,
Kirby is
Kirby.
only 3 inches tall. Did you know that?
Hits
Yeah,
me.
because I watch Matt Pat.
He's just bouncy.
That's
It's
terrifying
like-
to me.
Kirby's
Yeah,
what?
Kirby
Kirby is only 3 inches tall. Like, that's
Yeah.
actually his canon height.
He's also like an amoeba that just absorbs the DNA of everything. He doesn't swallow. He
Annihilation.
absorbs.
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag horror.
Hits toy with lead pencil.
Horror.
Triggered.
And
Wait,
with
if he's 3 inches tall, how tall is Samus?
Oh Lord, we're just gonna get into
Like
5'8",
5?
right?
Okay, but they were roughly the same height in Super
they're
Smash.
You
In
can
Super
Wikipedia this
Smash.
later.
No, she's talking about when
I'm
he
sorry,
pancakes.
what have I done?
Oh, when he pancakes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's different.
We don't
That's his-
wanna
that's his
get
minimum
into
height.
the
We're not
Right?
trying-
realism.
I have no idea.
So-
I'm just terrified of Kirby.
What I did want to say on top of that, because we are going to Quakecon, but we have also been accepted as press into Anime Fest 2018. Thank you guys, Anime Fest. That's going to be a huge event. One thing we always like to bring back is the Artist Alley is awesome with our friends over at Show Enough Studios. Halo Sama. She goes through and she's an artist, so she knows how to talk to artists. Some of the best videos we do. It's going to be a great time. So we will see you guys at Anime Fest as well, just letting you know. I don't know if we're going to have a show that week because they actually do stuff on Thursday night. So what I would like to do is probably try to live broadcast from there, but we do have a plan to live broadcast from another location. Not ready to reveal that yet because I need to make sure that everything works. Tech guy.
And then at the end of
To
the
be
month, if we're doing
determined.
these announcements, we will also be at ReaperCon, that's
Yes!
out in Denton,
Whoop, whoop.
Texas. And for people that don't know, yes, it is Reaper, like Reaper Miniatures. The factory is over in Denton, and it's also where their flagship store is. So they put on a tabletop convention every year that focuses obviously on tabletops and miniatures and things of that nature. And it's going to be a big event, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to be there.
We're going
And
to
then
some
I will
weird
never
cons
leave.
this month.
But this is
Yeah.
stuff
But like
that's
good, like very niche.
this is stuff that happens in
Niche.
our neck of the woods, so we're gonna go check it out.
We actually have 2 plans for live locations. in the
Throw it
next
out there.
month.
We're busy.
Are we
We're
allowed?
busy. What? We've already talked to him. We're gonna have him here. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure we should
okay.
have him here.
Okay.
I didn't know because you said we're not ready to talk about it, but I didn't know which one.
Talk about
He
it.
always says we're not ready to talk, and then he
We're doing a
starts
live
talking.
show at the end of the month, beginning of next month, with Who Needs Sleep,
Mhm.
which is a cancer relief charity organization, and we're gonna do like a special show for them first weekend in September.
We are gonna do some
They're-
special announcements for that on the YouTube channel, just to let them know that we're participating in it. So
Yeah,
It
we
will
know we're
be-
doing it. We don't know all the details. It's a little bit vague, but we know that we're doing it.
they've
It'll
got
be
weird hours for this thing.
Part of
so
a telethon as
Yes.
well.
Did you say Weird Al?
It's weird hours.
Hours.
Because I found out on the way over here that Weird Al did a Hamilton thing. and-
Yes, he did.
Hamilton Polka.
It's amazing.
Look it up.
And
It's
the
It's
on-
I have
so
world is
this
now
good.
more awesome.
Weird Al's polkas are always awesome. Anyway, so that is our show for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will be out at Quakecon. Make sure you're there if you're in the Dallas area. But in the meantime, if you want to follow us separately, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JasonTheX.
I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, everything at Tweotch or This Week in Our Collective Heads.
You can find me on Instagram at BetterCat. I have been posting things.
Yes, you have.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
very
so proud of you.
I posted my second picture on Instagram.
Woohoo!
Yay.
I love your picture of Storm last week. It was really good.
Oh, it was such a cool picture. She looks so cool. I love Punk Rock Storm. Anyway,
Mhm.
you can find me on Twitter at Tweotch Bad Moon. It is a reference to his show and their Overwatch League consultant, where I like to scream about whatever's making me mad in Overwatch League, or shortly the All-Stars Game World Cup, etc.
Or sometimes what makes you happy. Sometimes things in Overwatch make you happy.
I remember those days.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Cass_Bradley. That's KAS_Bradley. I actually posted like an hour ago on my Instagram. It was not a good picture. It was a trash picture of Bucky on a tauntaun.
We're
But
not bragging, we're just bad at posting frequently, so like we're
like,
patting
I did,
ourselves
I
on the
did
back
the
for
thing.
doing
For
I did
actually
the thing
doing
that
the
one
thing.
time. It
We
was
were
so great.
productive members of internet society for like a second.
You can also find both of us on Twitter at Super Quick Movie for Super Quick Movie reviews, which we also did one of those at one point.
We did Ant-Man and the Wasp recently.
Yes, we did.
It was good. Go watch it. Now you don't
It
have
was
to go
good.
follow our Twitter.
Whoops, whoops.
No, there's more movies there.
Vaguely.
Oh, and at Doa Drawings, where we
Throw that out there.
cartoons about Overwatch League stuff. DOA drawings. Anyway, I'm done.
Core
Sorry.
animators.
And
Save us.
our resident artist over there. You just draw stuff at random.
I do.
Yeah, but it's better.
And if you would like to see these drawings, you can follow me at Korodono on Instagram, Korodono. Oh, I didn't have the lower third up. That might help. I know.
I made that for you.
You did, and I wanted to make sure they knew where to find you guys because y'all are more important. Because y'all are the face. Ooh.
Shamed.
Oh, wow.
Quit
She
yelling
made me
at
feel
her.
bad about it.
I
For
did.
real.
That's what I do. But you can follow me at Korodono, Korodono, or you can follow me on Twitter at Hawks Perch, where I just continuously scream into the void about Suikoden until I find my people and they love me. If you love Suikoden, please follow me there.
There's got to be
Please.
more than 4.
Please, there has to be more than the 4 of you in the United States. All of the people I keep finding are in like Indonesia and Malaysia.
You could
And
double your
I think I
friendship
found one in
from the
Sri
8.
Lanka, which was really weird. I've never
Yeah.
known anyone there.
I'm in the U.S.
Yes, you're like the only.
You're one of the 4.
You and one other person are the only U.S. people.
Petty comma Jarrett is every bit as enthusiastic as you are.
I don't know this person.
I don't think
I'll tell you later.
Yay!
All right, so guys, that is our show. Thank you for joining us. Make sure that you like this video, but most importantly, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the notifications so you can see all of our videos and when they are posted.
So we can get free stuff.
We need your subs. We need your subs. I'm not gonna lie. We need your subs.
We
Tell
need
your
your
friends.
subs and
Tell
your
your
sub
mom. Tell your
sandwiches.
grandma. Just sub to us.
Or just like log into their computer, subscribe, and then ghost.
There we go. So thank you guys for joining us this week. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, look for our videos this weekend. But as we always say, keep on
on
nerding.
nerding.
Fish tacos. Come back, Bryce.
For real.
Mr.
Show,
Bryce.
I did research.
Miss you, Bryce.
Aww. They miss you, Bryce.
Yes.
I'm an